Welcome back to my channel, mis amores. Thank you for spending some of your Wednesdays con Wilma. If you're new here, my name is Wilma Moore. Wednesdays con Wilma is the channel where we book review every week. We do bookish things. We talk about all things books and a little bit of my life. Ow. And if you are coming back, thank you again for spending some of your Wednesday con Wilma. We drop every Wednesday a new video, so I really appreciate you for spending some of your Wednesday con Wilma. Please give a like, follow, share, subscribe, all of those amazing things as we are trying to get to 100 followers. A little cute goal that I'm trying to meet, you know what I mean? Help me out. Thank you, appreciate it. Let's get into it. So this week is the third week of installments, but let's address the room. Not even the elephant, the room. The scenery has changed. Baby girl gotta clock in and do this work. So on my cute little break, I said, you know what? We're still going to be showing, we're still going to be rapping, we're still going to be filming because I have a creative life outside of work and I expect you to have something too. Work can't be everything. However, work's been whipping my ass, so I'm going to be showing up, okay? So this is the third week installment of Women's History Memoir readathon that I did, and this week we are getting into Bevy Smith's Bevelations. I have loved her since I met her on Chef Robles. He used to have a show on Bravo, and he curated a dinner party for her. I fell in love with her character ever since. She was just everything, just beautiful, curvy. You could tell she was a powerhouse, and I was tuned into who she was since then. And when I saw her book, I was like, yeah, no brainer. So let's get into it. So Bevy Smith writes her memoir, and it takes us through her life, starting from the early years in Harlem, pre-gentrification Harlem. So let's get it right, because she makes sure that you know she was there before the gentrifiers. And for her to become who she is, to the powerhouse in media that her hard work has become. She takes us on a journey of self-love, success, just complete unapologetic confidence, is what at the heart of her book is about. And I love this memoir. I love how Bevy is open, honest, and raw about her experiences, especially her highs and her lows that she's faced in her personal career. I genuinely love when a memoir isn't going to be and so everything was great and this and this and this, and then we ski through the lows. No, she takes you there. For those who are in career, and it doesn't necessarily have to mirror media, but we've all been on the jobs where we're trying to find our next steps and how we grow. Miss Smith does not shy away from those challenges, and more importantly, I love that her confidence just isn't in the aesthetics of who she is, but what she can do. One of the major quotes of the book that a few of the quotes that I genuinely enjoyed as she discusses herself that resonated a lot with me is, "It took me years to realize that I'm worthy of success and that I can demand it." That you could demand it. So many of our time we are meek and we feel that we can't be worthy of these things. You're worthy of these things. You can realize it, you can ask for it, and you can demand it. And it doesn't necessarily need to be abrasive and aggressive. Demanding doesn't always need to be it's simply just ask. Be there. There's a creator, I believe, on TikTok that she's always be there to the man, right? These men want to be all in your face. Be there. Ask for it. So I love that. One of another points of the book that I was absolutely, yeah, that's for me, is it hit me as a reminder that confidence isn't always innate. It's something that you have to cultivate and kind of like a muscle build up. It took years of pushing through in doubts and obstacles, and I think that's something all of us can relate to no matter what field we're in. But another powerhouse moment came with Miss Smith is, "There is no straight line to success," she writes, "just a series of detours that lead you to exactly where you're supposed to be." Hit close to home. I know for a long time I struggled with where I should be further in my career and life, and I've had to sit with myself and say, baby girl, if you were supposed to be there, you would have been there already. You are exactly where you're supposed to be, working on where you need to get to eventually get to that point. And a lot of times it's that anxiety in the head that is like constantly be like, we should be doing this, we should be doing this, we should be here, we should be. It's like, like, shut the fuck up. We are currently working in progress. We don't have to rush, because if we rush, we will forget the present point here. And I just loved that she wrote that out, because a lot of the times we'll see a lot of successful people and we'll just think that that trajectory was just straight. And no, the ups and downs that they've gone through, the setbacks to go forward that they've had to live through are so real. So that truly resonated with me, because success is messy. It isn't just this clean cut space. But yeah, I was like, love that for me. Love that this book is hitting home. I truly believe you read books when you absolutely need them. Like, I had this on my shelf for about like a year. I needed to read this. As someone who's in the creative space now, as someone who is thinking about different career shifts, it was something that I needed at this moment. And if you see me turning to my side, this new way of reviewing where I make sure I take my notes is important, as I want to make sure that I carry everything, because I am reading, and making sure that I'm putting in all the necessary information that I need it to be. So let's get back to the confidence, but in the aesthetic form. Miss Smith writes, I'm not here to make you feel comfortable. I'm here to make you think. Okay? Okay. Because why do you think I need to do that for you? Why? Love that. Don't do unnecessary labor for people. She is definitely talking about like she doesn't believe in the shrinking of yourself, right, for others. She's here to challenge norms. In the book, she breaks barriers and encourages you to step into your power. For anyone struggling with feeling like they need to be more palatable to the world, this line is like a punch to the gut to like, stop playing small. In the words of my big sis Jay, you are too big to play small, okay? And don't be trying to take that. That's her trademark, okay? You are too big to play small. And that, as reading that, I was just like, Jay, this is alignment. Girl, we'll get into that some other time. But another golden nugget of wisdom that she writes in regards to confidence is, I'm not waiting for permission to be great. If you would have said this book was a sermon, bitch, I want to go to the Church of Bevy, okay? And this is the name, Bevelations, as in Revelations, okay? Full circle. I'm not waiting for your permission to be great. Bitch. What? That blew me the fuck away. Because why? Even stepping on a limb and doing the YouTube and the podcast, like, one of me and my co-host's conversations, why not us? Why not me? Right? We can consume all this content. Why not us to put it out? Why are we waiting? Why? Right? Like, you don't have to start now. Do the thing now. Do it. Like Shia LaBeouf said, just do it. So I'm not waiting for permission to be great speaks to her journey and her honesty. And it should be a mantra for all of us. Like, she knows her worth. She isn't waiting around for someone to tap her on the shoulder and validate her. She is full ownership of her success. And that's something that I think every person should embody. Like, whew, I really delved deep with this book. Like, there's so much like journaling that came up from reading this book. Loved it. Moving over to her influences, her family, her upbringing, Bevy shares how the profound impact of her family had on her, especially the women who shaped her. Her mother, her aunts, grandmothers were their first role model. Bevy states, my family taught me that I can do anything, but they also taught me that nothing would be handed to me. Hard work, resilience, faith were the foundation. Yeah, I have some strong women in my life too. That has always told me, Wilma, get your education. Wilma, get the job. Wilma, don't depend on a man. Like, these mantras were always like put in my head to put the battery in my back to like go for it, right? Even if we've only got here, your goal is to go further than us, and we want to support you in that. These words paint a clear picture of strength, values that fueled Bevy's drive. It's not about talent. It's about resilience. It's about the support of loved ones, and it's about believing yourself. And I truly believe that you can have a talent, but if you have piss poor work ethic, your talent is going to be squandered, right? If you're not willing to put in the hours, if you're not willing to do the research, if you're not willing to better yourself, your talent is going to eventually flatline. And if you are not prepared for when the opportunity meets you, your talent is only going to get you so far. This book is a go out and get it, read it a few times. Like, I can see myself reading this at a different point in my life and still getting something out of it. My overall thoughts is Bevelations is uplifting, it's inspiring. It challenged the readers to own their own power, push past doubts, pursue success unapologetically. Her wit, her humor, her authentic voice shines through on every page, making it super engaging and empowering. If you're looking for a book that will encourage you to be confident, bold, and live your truth, I suggest you pick up Bevelations. That's all I have for today's review. If you've read Bevelations or are planning to, drop thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what resonated with you. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell for more book reviews, and keep up next time. You know what I mean? I love doing these videos. And stay fabulous, book besties. Read what entertains you, and you'll always be reading. Besitos, love you. We have 2 more weeks of this series, I believe. So love to see you next week. And I will be looking in the comments and seeing like what of these powerhouse quotes resonated with you. Gracias, mi amores. Lo vemos next week. Bye. Oh, shout out to my podcast. We're on episode 3 on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts. Go out and give it a listen. Lo vemos.